I'm just going to do a little video because I left my audio there.
Yep.
This is the second time you've had to do a report on the city about closed meetings. How do you feel the city is doing in terms of embracing best practices, and if it has still more ground to cover?
I've seen in the records, I see some improvement. I know that there was a recommendation made the first time around, and it seemed to take a little while to begin to be apparent that it was being followed. But I've now, more recently, you know, as I looked at later into 2012, I began to see good examples of that best practice. Okay. So that's good. I think there is room, as there is for any municipality, to continue to work on improvements. There's a whole host of best practices that are starting to emerge that deal with such things as rise and report when you're finished the session, and things like that, which would be good things to have the city look into.
Mr. Fournier, your language is very selective in how you were terming a lot of things in there. You pointed out one example where they had practiced best practices in a better manner, but at the same time, at the core of the two complaints were the whistleblowing complaints, and the public, according to your report, should have had knowledge that this was going on. Other employees should have had knowledge that this was going on. Did they improve in their behaviors from the first original complaints with Andre Rivet to how they handled the whistleblowing?
Oh, yes. I would say yes. Absolutely.
Could you give an example of how?
Well, I think that what I found, for example, in this case is that what was discussed behind the closed doors was permitted to be discussed and was part of the agenda.
Did it have to be discussed
in this
behind closed doors?
There certainly, yes. Yes, in my opinion, in terms of the fact that there are confidentiality rights associated with any such process, a whistleblower process, you have to be careful to protect those. On the other hand, the recommendation to inform the public that you were dealing with a whistleblower complaint should be part of that transparency. It should be part of that. Let the public know that you are in fact dealing and carrying out an investigation under that policy.
Now, you made an interesting suggestion, and I found it intriguing that there are people around the council chamber or table that I've dealt with, including the mayor, that didn't seem to have a clear grasp of the Municipal Act and procedures in the past.
Yep.
And you've made the suggestion that it's their responsibility to go online and educate themselves and learn about best practices in the Municipal Act. Do you think, how do you feel about that? Should there be more involvement by individual councillors to educate themselves?
I think it's good. I think it's an investment that each councillor, when they have the time and the opportunity, it's an investment that pays dividends.
You mentioned upstairs that your investigation was very limited in scope.
Yes.
Do you think that if this was a full-blown investigation with a fuller scope, maybe done by the Ombudsman, that the results might be a little different?
It's very difficult for me to say if they would be different. I don't know. And the scope of work that I have, that you find under the Municipal Act, Section 223 is the area to have a good look at it. It actually mirrors the role and responsibility of the Ombudsman's office. Now, how much farther can the Ombudsman office go? I couldn't tell you. I do not know, and I do not want to guess at this stage.
And how would you rate the city and its administration on its knowledge and compliance with the Municipal Act if you were to do like a 1 to 10 score?
1 to 10. I'm going to put them squarely in a 7 based on what I've seen in the last while. Yes.
Okay, so you think they're improving, but they got still a little ways to go?
Yes, they have. Yes.
But that's based on the limited amount of information that you've been exposed to.
That's correct.
So it wouldn't be a concise, clear statement that you've been exposed to all of the pertinent facts and information related to these cases. But only your rating and your findings are based only on a limited amount of information.
No, I would say to you that the record that is made available to me and the oral evidence, which is the breadth and depth of what I need to look at, That record was full, it was complete, and it provided me with a very good picture on which to draw a conclusion.
But you didn't have